Integration is anti-differentiation. Okay, so that is the first thing that you must know. Okay, so what do you mean by that? If I give you y equal to fx, so my dy dx will be f prime x. So it means that if I integrate f prime x dx, I will get back my fx and plus c. So that is the meaning of anti-differentiation, right? So then, if you look at question 6, so you see when we test you, right, we test you a lot on your basic concept one. Okay, we look at question 6. The first part A of question 6 is I give you this. So the first part, they ask you to differentiate. So you should know how to differentiate, am I right? So the first part, you differentiate dy dx. So what rule do you use? What rule do you use? Huh? You all know what rule to use? Just saying?
Yes, product
Do you
rule.
know product rule? So you see whether Miss Do do it correctly or not. Huh? Did I do it correctly? Just saying?
Sorry, I was muted. You forgot the -1.
Yeah, thank you. -1. Yeah, because when I differentiate this, I have to remember I copy down the whole thing. Then I have to time by the derivative of the power. Right? So I put it there. So now, if for me, whether am I going to factorize it or not, I think we have to look at the part B. Okay. Part B, what the question want you to integrate? Can you tell me part B, what the question want you to integrate? So I will have a look at my part B first before I continue. So part B, the question want me to integrate this. Correct? So that means the question don't want me to factorize. Yeah, so I don't factorize this. I just leave it as is it. Okay, so after I've done that, in order to solve for part 2, we know that we cannot start from here. We should die. Am I right? So we are using our antiderivative things. So I will start from what I have in part A, part A1 to solve part A2. So I will not do anything about this one first. So I will go to here. Do I know this is some sort like your f prime x, right? So do I know my fx? Yeah, this is your fx. So I can know the answer for the integral x e negative x. Done. So, and we have to know that when there is a plus and minus, we can split. So in order to further answer this question, the result is, this is the integral result. So what I need to know, if I want to know the integral for this one, I have to know the integral for this one. So the integral for the other one, we have to go to the basic rule of integration. Still remember all the basic rule for integration? So you have to know that. So afterward, I will go through one by one with you. So the basic integration rule, okay, so you integrate EX, you also do the same. This is e to the power of negative x. Then the answer divide by -1. So take away, integrate x, e negative x dx. So therefore, now I conclude my integral of x e negative x dx is equal to, okay, this thing, okay, class, this one, I bring over here. So it becomes positive, this one bring over here. So I end up with negative e to the power negative x, that is this term. This one bring over, also minus. Then I put a plus c. Are you clear? So I'm done. So this is using the first concept. So question 6, part D. Part A is to test you on, do you know that integration is anti-differentiation? Can or not? You see, when I set the question for try exam, it's always like that. I go back to all the basic concept. If you can do, that means you know all the basic concept. You want to do better in your final, you better go and search for other things. Look at your SAT and so on. Okay, so done. So now we go to the, just need to equal then, equate it. So now, will there be a question ask you to integrate? Yes, without going through this step. So we have to know the rule for integration. So do you still remember all the rule for integration? Rule for integration is not as complex as differentiation, correct? So the first one, you integrate 0 dx, you get constant. So every time when you do integration, you make sure you put c, correct? Second thing, if you integrate a constant, it's a constant times x plus another constant. Third, if you integrate a power term, and remember, n cannot be what? -1. So there's a constraint. So you will, now you do the reverse, power plus 1. Instead of multiply, now you divide. This is integrate the power term. Fourth, integrate the exponential term, but here must be linear. Make sure this one must be linear. Okay, if not, you cannot use. So this will be equal to and put the coefficient of x down here, then plus c. So these are the basic rule. Another one, same thing, and cannot be equal to -1. And make sure here must be also linear. Okay, so the answer, you add the power Power plus 1, divide. Down here must have two value. One is the coefficient of x. The other one is the new power. All right. Then the last one. And the last one is when you integrate a number divided by another number times x plus another number. So this one, the answer will be ln. Here must be linear also. And here must be power 1. So these are all the basic rules. Are you clear? So you have to remember all the basic rules. Got it? Hello? Anything that? Yeah? So no problem, huh? So if I ask you to integrate this, so which rule should I use? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 ah? 6 ah? Is this linear? Is this linear? If you say use 6, is this linear? No, cannot use 6. Okay. 6 is out because down there is not linear, but you still can integrate. Can I change it to like number 5? So you have to know you can. So I change it to like number 5 already. See? So I change it to like number 5 already. Am I right? Yep. So I follow my number 5 rule. Power plus 1. Divide two number. I always write two number even is 1. So that I make sure I don't miss. 1 is the power, new power. 1 is the coefficient of x. So the answer is -1 over x minus 2. X minus 1. Sorry, plus c. So please go and familiarize with the rule. I always forget. Do you know why I say I always forget? I always forget about a topic. What is that topic? Hello? Hello? I always forget about that topic. Trigger. Yes, when you integrate a sin bx plus k. Must be linear, dx. So what is the answer? Everything, when you talk about integration, make sure all angles, everything must be linear, okay? So you integrate sin, you get what? You get cos, correct? Negative cos. So better make sure you know, then divide by b plus c. 7, 8. If you integrate cos, you just think the other way around, okay? You get sin. If you integrate tangent, if you integrate tangent, if I now ask you to integrate tangent, then how? If I ask you to integrate tangent, do you think you can? So this one you have to remember, if you have such a thing, remember, the answer for this one will be ln fx. Are you clear? So this is a good formula to remember. Another formula is if you integrate e fx times f prime x, correct? You will get back your e fx. This is another one that I will encourage you to remember. So you see, for this case, your fx is cos x. So this one you get negative ln cos x plus c. Okay, so exam possible or not possible? They can ask you. Okay, so I usually forgot about trigo. Okay, now, so for question 6 part B, there is another part of meaning of integration. Huh? So other than antiderivative, so that is the first meaning of integration. Huh? So second meaning of integration is, if I have a graph, y equal to fx, okay, so if I integrate the limit from a to b, fx dx, this means it is the area bounded by the curve y equal to fx, straight line, x equal to a, x equal to b, and x-axis. So there are altogether 4 boundaries. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it gives you the area. Are you clear? So another meaning, and this is called definite integral. That means you have to know. So if I integrate fx, I got, so this is a function that I got from the integral of fx, a, b. So I have to take, substitute b on top, always, it doesn't matter whether big or small, on top minus the one at the bottom. So this is another meaning of the one. And we can use the overestimate and underestimate, and as the number of rectangle approaches infinity, then it will approach the definite integral, and that will give you the exact area bounded by the curve. You can have number of rectangles, correct? So that will go to part B of question 6. So when we talk about when we talk about overestimate and underestimate, is exactly like when we do first principle. For this one, as the number of rectangle increases, approaches infinity, the overestimate of the sum of the rectangle and or the underestimate of the sum of the rectangle will approach the exact area bounded by the curve. Hello? So there is a sense of limit also. Are you okay? And you have to know that if the area is below the x-axis, then the definite integral will give you a negative value. So we always take smaller to the bigger. So we also know that if I have, so these are the rule, you go to your textbook page. Should I tell you which page? You get all the rule for definite integral. Can anyone tell me which page give me the rule for definite integral? Hello? Your textbook is not with you. You see, I'm more hardworking. I carry my textbook. Which page? The rule for integration. That is in chapter application. Let me see. How come I cannot find the rule already? Whereby it tell you you can split and so on and so forth. Can anyone tell me where is it? Yes, I got it. Page 122. Yeah, you are right. You're faster than me. Page 122. You go to page 122 of your textbook. So they give you all the rule. So I'm not going to write down one by one the rule. Yeah. Okay, Anat? So that will make up question 6 part B. So shall we discuss question 6 part B? Okay, question 6 part B. They give you the curve. So you're supposed they draw the two rectangles, right? So you have to take a greater height for overestimate. So this is 1, 2. This is 2, 1. Is this 1? Yeah. And here is 2. Here is 3. Here is 4. Here is 5. Okay. So the width is 2 units. The width is 2 units. So the width, how you calculate the width? 5 minus 1 divided by 2 rectangles. So 4 divided by 2, so 2 units. So you use your graphic calculator over estimate. So this is your Y1. You label in your exam paper Y1, which is x e to the power negative x, correct? So you overestimate will be 2, the width. So the first one, the height is Y1, you substitute with 1. So this point, 1, Y1, 1. And the second point here is here, 3, Y1, 3 plus Y1, 3. Okay, so you get it. Then you go to your calculator, you key in. This is your fx. So if anyone who want to write as like that, that will be much better. Okay, that will be much better. So your answer 1.034481, which is approximately 1.03. Three significant figure. Okay, then after that, part B, they say, okay, same thing. Then they ask you to draw two rectangles of equal width have been added to the graph to be used in calculation of the overestimate of the area. That is B part 1, done. So a new estimation of the same area can be calculated using a rectangles of equal width on the graph above. So now you on the graph above, you draw 4 rectangles of equal width. So same on the same graph, you draw 4 rectangles of equal width. You can use different color. So the first rectangle is here. Second rectangle is here. Third rectangle is here. And fourth rectangle is here. Okay. So you get 1 mark for that. Then the calculation for part 2. So what is the width now? What is the width now? Now is 4 rectangles. So what is the width now? Hakim? Hakim, what is the width now?
I'm not sure.
How come you are not sure? 4 rectangles? The limit
5?
is from 1 to
Sorry,
5.
4.
How can be the width before?
1 to 5.
The width of the rectangles, not the limit. From 1 to 5, I divide into 4 rectangles of equal width. So how can you say you are not sure?
1.
1, yes. So are you in my class, Hakim?
Yes.
So Y1, 1. The next rectangle, what is the height? Rachel, 1. Rachel.
Yeah.
What is the height of the second rectangle? Rachel, what is the height of the second rectangle? What is the y coordinate of this point, please? No. I'm not interested in the exact value. I just want to know what value of x must I put into y1? You are not going to count 1 by 1. Do you know that? Okay, who in this class don't know how to call in y1? Do you know whenever you do this question, you're supposed to key in this into y1 first? Are you using your graphic calculator well? Yeah. So, Gerald, tell me. The second rectangle, what should the value of x? Okay, first of all, do you all know how to call out y1 or not? First of all, Gerald, do you know how to call out y1 or not? You really don't know how to call out Y1. I died. I died. How to go for final? Hello? Do you know this button alpha? Everyone take out your calculator. Please key in this function first. I want to cry already. Key này đi. Gerald, Rachel. When I discuss, you straight away have to key in. Okay. Key này đi. Okay. Can you press second mode? That means you quick. Are you clear? You have to quick from there. Then after that, you press alpha, trace. Then you see there's Y1, Y2 come out, correct? You select Y1, please. Then on your screen, Y1 will come out. So for this thing, how I do? For this thing, do you know how I do the calculation for this one? One is you don't have to type. So I just alpha, trace, then Y1, then enter. So I got my Y1 come out on my screen. Then I key in 1. After that, I repeat, I put a plus. Then I repeat this again. Then I put in Y1, 2. Then I repeat again. Then I put Y1, 3. Then I repeat again. Then after that, I put enter. So the answer will come out. The answer will come out as 0.86111737. So then I put it down here. 0.86111737, then approximately 0.861. Are you clear? You cannot, you must use with calculator. You don't go and type out one by one. You're wasting your time. Okay? Can I move on? Okay. So please, please, please learn how to use your calculator. Okay, so part C. Part C, you have to use whatever you have from part A to. So I say from A to. I integrate x e to the power negative x dx. This is the answer that I get. Negative x e negative x minus e to the power negative x. So the limit we have here is from 1 to 5. So I put here 1, here put 5. So you see? So then now I substitute in negative 5 e to the power of negative 5. Take away e to the power of negative 5. Then take away sub with 1. Negative 1 e to the power of negative 1 minus e to the power of negative 1. Okay, 5e to the power negative 5, take away 1e to the power negative 5, I got negative 6e to the power negative 5. Take away. 1e to the power negative 1, take away another e to the power negative 1, I got negative 2e to the power negative 1. So the answer here will be, here minus times minus, you get plus, so 2 over e take away 6 over e to the power 5. So you can leave your answer like that. Or any of the students who want to leave the answer as also can, up to you. Are you okay? So that one you get 3 marks. So you write this one correctly, you get 1 mark. Yeah, you substitute it correctly, you get 1 mark. Your final answer, you get 1 mark. Okay. So part D. Okay, how to make a better approximation. So you have to write for x between 1 and 5. You have to state the limit. Okay, divided into more rectangle or, okay, someone continue. Shani. Shani. Shini. Shini. Of what? Shini, answer. Divide by 2. Why divide by 2? I want to get a better approximation. Uma?
The rectangles for estimation, or the interval of the rectangles.
Yeah. So I have to divide into more rectangles of what? That is very important. Without the word, I won't give you correct. Okay, someone give me smaller width. I will give you 0 also. When I told, someone give me the right answer already, but I'm not going to. Okay, when you say smaller width, correct? Okay, this is the one. Okay, I divide into more rectangles of smaller width like that. More rectangles, this is 1, this is 5. Smaller rectangles of smaller width. But here you see, the overestimate is so much here. It still doesn't give me a better approximation. When I say more rectangles, definitely the width is smaller. But what should I do with the width? Can I just simply put any width I like for each rectangle?
Equal width?
Yeah. So if this word is not there, I'm not going to give you full mark at all. You say more rectangle, so what? This is also more rectangle, what? Am I right? So that is very important. So those who want to get A or A+, all these kind of things, you make sure you get it right. Are you okay, class? Okay. So then this style application will get into like kinematic. Yeah. The area under the curve means the total number of. So this lead to, so after you know about the area, this lead to like that. If I have the curve, this is y equal to f prime x. This is the f prime x curve. So what does the area represent? Can you tell me? So you must have the sense of total. Depend on the situation. If talk about number of people entering the shop, number of people leaving the shop, so this is total amount of fx from x equal to a to x equal to b. So this is one of the very important meaning of the area bounded by the curve. So area bounded by the curve of rate of change, this is called the rate of change curve, is the total amount of that function. It can be total amount produced or total amount of water, total amount of anything, depend on the situation. So that one you see in your question 9 and your question 10. Yeah, question 10. Yeah. So on that note, I finished the revision for your calculus. So the rest of detail, you have to do it by yourself. Are you clear? Okay. Are you okay? So we have done with question 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah. So now can we go to question 9? Can we move to question 9? Do you have question 9 with you? Do you have question 9 with you? So question 9, so I'm going to give you the answer for question 9. Question 9, they say that the acceleration of the particle. Yeah. So when you talk about trigo is a topic that you need to put down a lot of formula, correct? Okay, so they say the acceleration. So what does the particle, when does the particle experience zero acceleration? So my t is between 0 and 15. Yeah. Yeah, you go. But afterward, you better look at the, yep. Okay. So when talk about trigo, one very important fact. So what is the fact? Double angle formula, correct? Yep. So sin x cos x is half sin 2x. Am I right? Hello? Do you all know that? So I write here half sin 2 times 0.25 t. So my acceleration, I make it simple to become 0.5 t. So trigo, I need you to that one. So part A. Acceleration equal to 0. So that means sin 0.5 t equal to 0. So 0.5 t equal to 0. 0.5 t equal to pi. Am I right? 0.5 t equal to 2 pi. So t equal to 0. T equal to 2 pi. T equal to 4 pi. So one more. So 4 pi is approximately what? So my time limit is until 15 only. So can it go on? No, because that one is beyond already. If 0.5 t equal to 3 pi, so your t is more than 15 already. So this is out. So until 4 pi. Are you okay? So now, part B, you want to find is there any questions that you want to ask? Yes or no? Okay, so we know that acceleration is v prime t. So if I want to find the velocity, so I have to integrate v prime t, am I right? So I have to integrate half sin 0.5 t dt. Okay, when you integrate sin, what do you get? Negative cos. Right? Then plus c. Hello? So your Vt is equal to negative cos 0.5 divided by 0.5, you get 0, okay? So the one you can use your calculator and get it. Cos, negative cos 0.5 t plus c. Okay, then the question that given that the particle is traveling to the left, so when t equal to 0, v 0 is equal to what? To the left, you must carry negative value. This is the meaning to the left. So from here, I sub in. Okay, cos 0 is 1. So your C will be equal to negative 1. So therefore, velocity function is negative cos 0.5 t plus minus 1. Are you clear? Then after that, what they want you to write the expression that represent the total distance traveled by the particle in the first 10 seconds. Hence, calculate the total distance traveled by the particle in the first 10 seconds. So, for part C, you want to find the distance, you integrate. Okay, now, may I know if I have my velocity function as this? Negative cos 0.5 t minus 1. So the graph is above or below the x-axis? Can you sketch the graph, how the graph look like in the first 10 seconds? It start from here, I think. It start from negative 2, correct? Am I right? Then it go up like that. Am I right? So the graph is below the x-axis. So if you want to find the area for me, I would, if I integrate Vt from 0 to 10, I will get a negative value, right? So I want to make it to a positive value. What I do is I integrate the other way around. So if I integrate from 10 to 0, Vt dt, I will get a positive value. So I put it 10 to 0, negative cos 0.5t minus 1 dt. See, okay, so now, so that is the expression. And they say, hence calculate. You see, I only give you 2 marks. So you can use your graphic calculator straight away, get the answer. You get 8.08215. So you know how to use your graphic calculator and get the answer, am I right? You go to FNINT. Yeah, then you key in. Are you okay? So afterward, we will solve question 7 and question 10. Then I will do something on statistics. So by tomorrow, we finish up everything, the whole paper. And do complete rough revision. Then next week onward, I will go chapter by chapter, ask you which one you want me to explain further. Okay, class? Nothing? Okay, nothing. Thank you, class.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.